Hey, my name's Amr, and I wanted to showcase the aoe2 random Civ draft app that I built. My in-game name is Debrija. I am around 1200 elo, and I've sunk about 1700 hours into aoe2, but I also happen to be a web developer, and I built this app for randomly selecting a Civ that has more features than the in-game random Civ selection. So that's what this video is about. Let's dive in. So this main feature of this app is the draft Civ button. So you have the Civ pool here, which will get updated as the game gets updated. And if you click draft Civ, it'll randomly select a Civ from the Civ pool. And you can select Civs to take them in and out of the Civ pool. So right now we only have these 4 Civs. Let's pick it down to 1. We'll only draft that 1 Civ. And if we have 2, it'll only draft from those 2 Civs. It's like a coin flip. But yeah, you get the idea. So that's kind of the main feature of the app. And then there's a lot of ways you can customize a Civ pool. So let's get into that. So first is just these simple utility buttons here. So you have add all Civs, which will add all the Civs. And then you have reset, which will clear it. And then you have invert. So if you have like a couple of Civs, like say you want to play as all but the Spanish and Khmer, you can select them and then click invert, and then it won't draft Spanish or Khmer. So yeah, that's how that works. There's a save current Civ pool button. So the URL gets updated with the Civ pool. So right now, if we click it, we'll just have the base URL because none of the Civs are selected. But if you had some Civs selected and you click save current Civ pool, it'll save those, or they are in the URL, and it'll copy the URL. So that also means not only can you save it and then paste it somewhere and share it, like share your draft with someone, or your future self, you can also bookmark this URL and it'll save this Civ selection. So that's something else you can keep in mind. And then I'll move on to the next major feature, which is the tech tree filter. So I'll scroll down to it here. So the tech tree filter is a lot to take in all at once. So let's go through it. There's 3 columns of panels here. The leftmost column is the settings area, and then the middle column is the actual tech tree items that you can select. And then if you select a tech tree item or multiple, it will show up which Civs match it over here on the right. So if we click Arbalest, we'll see all the Civs that get Arbalest. And so that's kind of how it works. And then before I go into more details with the filter, I just want to show kind of how it works with the main Civ pool. So it has these 3 buttons: add, replace, and subtract. Excuse me. So if you click add, it'll add all the Civs in the filter to the pool. Subtract does the same. And then replace will replace whatever selection you had. So if we had a selection, like we had some selection here, and then we click add, it'll just add those civilizations to the pool. If we click replace, it'll replace whatever selections you had. So let's say we add them all and we click replace, it'll just replace with what's in the filter. So that's kind of how that works. And then of course you can draft from that. So let's walk through the options and settings here. So the first thing to note is the reset selected. So if you select a whole bunch of stuff here, you can click reset selected and it'll bring you back. The other thing to note is all versus any. The Civ has all. So if we click Arbalest and say Cavalier, this right now, because it says Civ has all, it's the Civs that have both of those things. If we click any, it's Civs that have either Arbalest or Cavalier. If a Civ has any one of these things in its tech tree that's in the selected items, then it will be highlighted. With all, it has to have all of the things up here in the selected items to be highlighted. So that's kind of how that works. And then there's a sort. You can sort by alphabetical. You can sort by age. So like Dark Age, Feudal Age, Castle Age, Imperial Age. You can sort by building. And then you can sort by type. So units, text, buildings are the 3 types. So, and then we'll go through the filters. And so the easiest way to go through the rest of the settings, or to see how the settings kind of work together, is to try to set up a list of Civs that we want to play. So this is the list we're going to set up. We're going to say we want to play fully upgraded Arbalest with fully upgraded Hussar and with fully upgraded Bombard Cannon. Because that's, that's a decent flank or even 1v1 Archer Civ composition. So let's say that's what we're going for. So we'll start with arbalest. All right, we have 24 matching civs here that have arbalest. And then let's add the other units. So let's say we're looking for bombard cannon. So it's a unit, it's an Imperial Age unit, it's at the Siege Workshop. So there we go, bombard cannon. Great, and then we can clear the filters here to kind of get everything, all the items to show up again. So we have arbalest and bombard cannon, we want Hussar. Let's check out the search. We'll search for Hussar. All right, there we go, Hussar. Excellent. So, oops. I didn't mean to click that. I meant to click the clear search. My bad. Let's do that again real quick. Bombard cannon and Hussar. All right, and then we want them to be fully upgraded. So let's start with the blacksmith text. So we will start by sorting by, oh, actually, let's get the blacksmith up first. So blacksmith, so here's the blacksmith. We want to know if they're fully upgraded, so we'll say Imperial Age text. And then, yeah, or you know what else we could do? We could say sort by age. So now we have Feudal Age, Castle Age, Imperial Age. So here's the Imperial Age list. So yeah, blast furnace for the Hussar, bracer, plate barding armor, and ring archer armor. Great. So now we have all the blacksmith text. And then what else can I think of? Oh yeah, so we also want to look at text from the archery range, Imperial Age. Oh, actually, thumb ring is a Castle Age tech. Whoops. But yeah, we want thumb ring for a fully upgraded arbalest. So as you can see, just to have fully upgraded arbalest with bombard cannon and Hussar with the imp upgrades, we've down to just Italians and Saracens. But we're not done yet. Let's say we also want to see the stable text. So we want bloodlines and husbandry, and there's one last tech that we want. We want siege engineers. So let's look up siege engineers. And then we can also say we know it's in the university, so click university. There it is, siege engineers. So now we have fully upgraded arbalest, bombard cannon, and Hussar, and the civs that we get are, oh, Saracens. Excellent. I'm a big fan. But yeah, so that's the only civ that has all of these units available and all of these techs available. Arbalest, bombard cannon, Hussar with imp upgrades, thumb ring, bloodlines, husbandry, and siege engineers. And then, of course, we could say, you know what, that's good enough for us. Replace pool, Saracens, and then, of course, we'll only draft Saracens. Maybe not the best example because it boils down to one civ, but you get the idea. So I think that showcases basically everything here. And then I'll reset it. And so that's pretty much it for the main features. I'll go through the minor features really quickly. So you can see the icons next to the tech tree items will tell you what age and what building that they're from, or if they are a building. Of course, they can't be made from a building. Some of these have two buildings, like fire galley can be made at the dock and the harbor, so keep that in mind. I think mill works the same way. Let's see, yeah, sort by age. Could be some early mill text we can look at. Yeah, horse collar, mill full work, because it has a unique building. You can include uniques if you'd like, so we've got uniques included. Let's say castle text, Imperial Age text. So these are all the texts in the castle in Imperial Age, so we can see all the unique texts. We could see the unique units in the castle if you wanted, and then we could say, like, yeah, we really want to play with let's see, any one of these. Double crossbow, that's a cool tech. Okay, Khmer, so that's Khmer. And then obviously you can turn off uniques and then go back to the normal selection and it'll still be there. So that's another feature. The other features are you can get to the tech trees from these civ emblem icons, and you can click them from anywhere. So you can click it from here, Aztec tech tree. You could click it from here, Japanese tech tree, or you can even click it from the drafted civ, which will take you to their tech tree. So that's a neat little feature. And I think that is pretty much it. You can check out the GitHub. All this code is open source. And it's actually multiple projects. There's a front-end project and a back-end project. That's, I think, all there is to it. So I hope the community finds the app useful. I'll be working on new features as time goes on. I'm hoping to add other types of filters. So right now we just have tech tree, but I'd like to add something where you can filter by stats, you know, like win rates and things like that. And then also possibly filter by tier lists would be pretty cool. So if you're just like, you know what, I just want like top 5 knight civs, top 5 archer civs, whatever, that'll be an option. So yeah, currently working on it, open to feedback. Hope the community likes it, and yeah, good luck out on the ladder. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.